going to discuss the latest that's coming in from Ukraine. Now, viewers, let's tell you that President Zelensky has ordered the acceleration of electricity and power equipment imports as Ukraine faces its worst energy crisis during the war. The country's energy system has been damaged by Russian airstrikes. It's only meeting 60% of its electricity needs now, compounding the crisis, which unusually cold temperatures set in Ukraine. An energy emergency has been declared and scheduled power cuts are in effect across most regions. Kyiv is among the hardest hit with long blackouts and apartment buildings without heating. Prime Minister Yulia said that additional gas imports were discussed, but no specific volumes were revealed. Naftogaz, whose Ukraine's state energy company, revealed that Russia has struck gas facilities 6 times just this week. I request Mr. Leong to join me back with his comments on this.
Yes. Well, I think that the war in Gaza has now been going on for over 3 years, and Russia, in spite of its initial wrong move or false expectations that the whole war could be won very quickly, but has since learned how to reposition itself, how to reconfigure its military complex to continue to produce the kind of armory and ammunition to sustain the war, because the Russians' objective now is to continue to wear down the opposition, because after all, it is a war of attrition. And Russia, being such a large country, is in fact the world's largest country by territory, ahead of even Canada, which is the number 3, United States Canada number 2, United States number 3 in terms of territory, size of territory. Now, so it's got lots of resources to sustain this war, and now because of the kind of impasse over the kind of formula to end the war, in spite of President Trump's private meeting with Putin, even behind the backs of the European allies. So Putin is now doubling down on its strength, trying to occupy as much territory as possible in the Donbass area. And then, of course, on the side of the Ukrainians, they're running out of ammunition, because the capacity to produce ammunition is nothing compared with that of Russia, and they are consuming a lot of the ammunition in record time. And then the ammunition mostly is supplied by the United States, and the money is coming from the European Union members. But on the other hand, the European members, their constituency, the electorate, are getting tired of this war, and the level of support is weakening. And then, even though they continue to give money to the Ukrainians, as I said, the Ukrainians are running out of ammunition, and even supplied by the United States, and President Trump is getting more and more impatient with how the war is going on. So I think that this latest tactic of Russia is to bombard the kind of supplies, the electricity supplies, so as to weaken the resolve of the Ukrainians, because the winter is now ranging. It's getting very, very cold, and then a lot of the infrastructure has been destroyed, and it will continue to weaken the Ukrainians, and that's what's happening. Is the war of attrition still carrying on, but Putin thinks that time is on his side.
All right, Mr. Leong, thanks very much then for your assessment of the situation. It was a pleasure to have you on NewsX World. Moving ahead, viewers, let's cover news from the